Hello guys, welcome to a tutorial for a countdown timer, and my name is Pascal Gangme. Today I'm going to show you a very simple programs for a countdown timer. And before we go any further from here, if you are watching this videos, I would at least expect that you know a basic Java coding. And if you're not, then please go back to learn that basic stuff and come back to these videos again, and you are always welcome. Alright guys, let's start now. Okay, here I haven't created anything yet. It's just a package. That's the YouTube timer. Right now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a class. So that's my dog. Right, let's give it a name, a class name. Let's say do countdown, do count. Okay, do countdown. That sounds better, I guess. Alright, enough. It doesn't really matter. Now what we are doing is here we are extending the application package, sorry, the class. Alright, okay, we need to import it now. Choose the JavaFx. Now application is very important in JavaFx. It's everything in application, and if you're using if you're doing in JavaFx, you always need application extended. And let me just, sorry, this one, rename the class name. Okay, direct camera. Okay, right now what I'm going to do is I just created a class. Now we need method. We need two methods here. The first method would be, okay, let's create the second one first. I'm going to unimplement, or you can just type yourself manually here if you don't want to just automatically auto-populate it on the screen. I just did it because I don't have much time. I just want to make it quick. Now the start method is where a JavaFx, all the programs, you know, needs to be put in, and this is the method where JavaFx start. Alright, and the second should be the main method. Let's state it, static void, sorry, void here. I'm sorry, I'm very bad in typing. Apologize to you guys. Okay, so now there are two ways you can do it. You can do it this way if you want to. Sorry. Argument. Now this is okay, but if you want to make things complicated, then you can do this way as well. It's the same thing. Okay, I'll make this way to make things no, let's just remove the, I hate this. Okay, now the second thing we're going to do is, alright, I'm going to change this as well. Now state is very important as well. State is something, we got Windows, this whole thing is a Windows. See the screen here, the whole thing is the Windows, and inside the Windows everything is in it, everything appears, all the components, all those buttons and everything is inside a Windows. So that Windows is known as the stage, and the object name primary stage. Now let's rename this as Windows to make things easier and more understandable. Alright, it's a lot easier to understand when I just rename it with Windows, Windows to the object. Okay, so first thing I'd like to show you here is creating a Windows. Alright, now let's just run and see what happened. Okay, we get it. So this is what we have created now. Stage, now remember the stage, this is the Windows. This Windows is the stage. And now there is a scene again. We are going to call the scene as well. Scene will be inside here. From here, everything should be again inside the scene, and scene is inside the stage. That's and the object is Windows. All right, guys. Okay, then we're good to go now. All right, now let's do it. Windows title. Just want to set a title for this. Windows. Okay, countdown timer. Countdown timer. That's it. Let's make things very simple. Okay. Okay, the first thing I like to call is the group. Now what group is like a layout. It's a shapeless layout, and I'll come to that later. Let me just type first. Okay, we need to import this as well. Now it's your choice. If you do not want the group, you can just remove it. Alright, because I just want to color the layout, and therefore I'm just calling group here. And the thing is here, I'm not able to explain it and everything here because I have very last minute to do that. And if you want to go in detail, then you should probably go back to from the start where start creating buttons and all that. And then after learning all those, you would have much more idea and much more knowledge, and easier for you to learn this coding. Otherwise it's going to be so much stuff for you, you won't even understand what I'm doing. Alright, okay. Now I just call group. It's a layout, a shapeless. It doesn't have any shape, unlike the V box or H box or stack pane. Those things has a kind of they have a shape. H box has a shape, horizontal shape, and the V box has a vertical shape, but this one doesn't have that. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we have just called it root. Alright, now we need to declare some global variables here. I just like to use it in one class of private and make it constant final, right? And integer. Okay, it's integer. The data type is an object. Alright, let's call it start time, and let's make it 10. We'll start from 10. Alright, guys. Now same thing again, final, not the final this time. It is still integer, and we're gonna assign this let's call it seconds, because we want that the countdown timer by seconds, not by the minutes, neither in hours nor milliseconds, not that fast, just the seconds. Okay, so let's assign the value to seconds. Let's assign that start time that we just put typed in. Okay, right. Okay, it has been initialized. Alright, the second thing that we need is the global again, private label, label again. Right. Okay, we need to import this. Guys, you need to understand all this first before what is a label and buttons. Those were very important. and they are very easy to learn as well, but not in this tutorial. It's not possible for me. I'm just gonna go quick here a bit. I'm sorry if I'm too fast, but I have to, guys. A bit of explanation, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, we've got a group, it's a layout, okay? It's going to bind everything. And now we've got label. Let's call it label here. Label, new label. Okay, now we're going to set this, the text field. Okay, I just want to give some color here. Let's give a color. I like it black. The black one is much better than the. Sorry, guys. I had too much of ice cream today. And let's make it font. Right. I hope you guys understand what I'm doing right now here. I'm just making. Let's give it 20. That's fine here. Now label is something. Now see, all this typing and everything is in a label. In label you can see the text. You can put your text, you can do anything. I mean, you can put anything. I mean, you know, you can just you can put those numbers or the character, all that. So I'm giving the label a black color background, and the font, that's the size of the text, to 20. Equal size 20. Alright, let's give it some text here. No, I'm not going to do that. It will be the waste of time. So let's do this way. Let me just call a layout. This one is very important. Hbox. I'm going to take it. I want horizontal layout. Means like this, okay, just like this, horizontal, not vertical. This is vertical, like this, so that you know the time can appear here. I'll name it a layout here. Name Hbox again. Now let's do some spacing in Hbox. Anything, any object, any components that you put in, that you put in the Hbox, in the layout, and then yeah, in the layout, with this 5 spacing, I'm going to give it 5. They will have a 5 size of space. Okay, now sorry, okay, here I just imported. Okay, this should be capital. Now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to bind the layout. We are going to bind this the label. We want to put this label, the text, in the layout. So this is how we do, put in. We need to add the label. Now guys, here we just have one object, and therefore I use add. Now if you want to add 2, 3, or 2 or more objects, then you need to use all at the end of the add word, and separate by comma and type name of the object, right? And if it is only one, you should remove this all, just the add. Okay, now this is how we do a binding, and so put the label into the layout object. Get children dot add. All right, this is the syntax, so you need to remember this. Even if you don't understand it for the first time, just try to remember it. Later on you will understand what this really meant, but not right now. Okay, the second thing is the second thing would be, okay, what else we need? What else we need here? Okay, I'm just going to bind it. Root, the object of the group. I'm just going to bind the layout. I'm going to put this layout again to this. All right. I'm going to put that in now, or maybe we can just remove it. We don't need this anymore. Yeah, let's remove the group. I don't need it. It's making things more complicated for you guys, so let's just make it simple. And here I'll do this later after I show you, otherwise you won't understand it. Okay, let's create now let's create a function so that it will not be messy. It will look a more cleaner. The programs will look more cleaner, then we can understand better. Alright, so let's create the method here, somewhere here. Okay, here's the method. Now there are two very important things that we need in this, when we create a countdown timer. The first thing that we need is timeline. That's the timeline is very important in every duration of the step of the timeline. Again, there is activities performing, so that is called that's what we call frame. So in every second of the frame we can trigger something to perform an action to perform, and that's what we're going to do here right now. Okay, I'm going to show you guys timeline. Let's call the object as time. It's very important, guys. If you don't understand, just Google that timeline and you will understand it. Do some practice. A few examples available in the Google, on the Google. You will understand it. I might not be the best person to explain stuff, but the Google is always there for you, and he is your teacher. Alright, I just introduced a timeline and also even imported here a single. Okay, I need to remove this. I hate unused kind of package importing. So alright, here two things. I'm gonna do it. Time, let me just get the duration for it. Set cycle. Now we need this, otherwise after we introduce the timeline, then again you need to call this this method set cycle count. Now what we're going to do here is we are going to put animation dot, or let's say timeline. It's the same thing. Okay, it does not make any difference. The same thing. To make you guys more understandable, I'm writing here timeline in the place of the animation. Okay, now before we go to keyframe, the most important part, keyframe. All right, we haven't introduced keyframe yet. Okay, see, keyframe frame. I'm going to call it keyframe. Sorry, frame. New here, constructor. Okay, let me import the package. Alright. Okay. Good to go now. Right, so the next thing that we're gonna do here is here in the keyframe, in the constructor, you're gonna put duration. This is the rate of the keyframe, or the process, the activity, right? So it's not going to be indefinite. We're going to put a second. We want to perform in second, so let's give it 1 second. All right, here the number of keyframe that is going to perform should be should be done every 1 second, and therefore I just give it second. And the second thing is in every second, in every let's say activity, right? In every activity of this keyframe, you want to trigger something. In every second you want to do something. You just don't want just not doing anything, just going in loops. You don't want that. You want something to perform and go in loops along with that, go with the loops. That's what you want. So for that you need to call event handler. Sorry guys, my English is not that very good, I'm sorry, but if you at least understand what I'm trying to explain to you, that's all right. Okay. Alright, so we are calling the event handler and the action event. And I'm sorry for my voice as well. I'm a bit sleepy right now because I just got back from work, and it is 3:30 morning now, 3:30 a.m. right now. Okay, it's event handler, action event. Okay, now the next thing is, this is how you do. Okay, I'm not confused, right? Okay, yeah, I'm not confusing myself. All right, perfect. Now let's import this JavaFx. And guys, always choose JavaFx. All right, okay, done. Now we need implementation. Right. Okay, where is it? Come on. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you get it. Now, what it's mean here is, okay, we are missing something. Okay, so what happened here is, I'm going to put this keyframe in timeline in the next step, but right now, before I put it, I just want to explain what keyframe is and what keyframe does here. What's the role of the keyframe in every step, in every single step of timeline? There will be a keyframe performing, doing something. For that, we are giving every second, every 1 second, keyframe will do something. We'll, in loops wise, we'll go in loop without ending it. Okay, and in that, in every second, the keyframe, when it's performed, we want to trigger something. We want to do something. We want to give something a job. Let's say it's a job, and therefore we are calling here new event handler. Sorry guys for my bad explanation. For better explanation, you should go to Google and get all the answer from there. All right, I'm just showing you how how to arrange all the coding that because we know so many syntax, but sometimes we don't know how to arrange them, and we cannot make anything. And once you know this, you would understand how to make a timer, not just a column timer. And in my next tutorial videos, after I complete this, I'll show you how to make a clock. All right, that's my promise. Okay, for now let's do this. Okay, so what's our global variables? That's the second, right? Here, integer, it has the value of 10. Now we want this to 10 decrease until 0. That's what we're gonna do. It should be decremented. Now let's introduce here a second. Okay, before that, now here, let's skip it. Sometimes what happened is, when you run these programs, after we complete the programs, you know, it could be in the timeline could be in the middle of something, not starting from the beginning. And if that is the case, then you know, you will not be getting the kind of output that you want, the kind of result that you're looking for. So the best thing is, we just, when the program starts, we want the timeline to start from the zero, from the initial point, and ends at the, you know, the final point, or let's call it the end point. That's what we want. So just to check, you know, when it starts, let's say time time is not equal to 0, or let's say it's null, it's object, right? So it's not 0 for integer. If the time is not equal to 0, that means if the time is equal to null, that means the time is in the initial stage, in the beginning, in a point. If it is not equal to 0, that means it's somewhere. It could be in end, close to ending point, or maybe in the middle of, you know, doing something with a keyframe. So we don't want that. We just want to, you know, start from the beginning. Like when you try to watch a movie, when you try to play any videos, or let's say it's a movie, when the, you know, the media players, or when it open up, you don't want, you know, starting from the middle of the, I mean, let's say it's the videos. You want that, you know, the videos to be start from the initial point. That's what we're trying to do. Okay. So then let's say it's time. If it is not equal to 0, if there's somewhere, then let's stop it, so that we can start from the beginning. All right, it's done. Now let's decrement the seconds. Number 10 value. It has number 10 value. So when it reaches, it's a loop system. So when it reaches second, then it will, you know, minus 1, then down to 9. Sorry guys, I'm very sleepy. I can't even speak now. I can't even speak anymore. Okay, I'll make it quick. Okay guys, I'm so sorry. Level, sorry. Okay, so text. Alright, let's take countdown. Now, this is the very important part. Second is an object. It's not the primitive data, because we call it integer. Now if I introduce this in, it's different. It's not an object, right? So we're just making, let me just do this. We don't have time much to, okay. I hope you understand that. That's a very simple stuff. So I guess I don't need to explain that at all. Now I'm going to convert this to string the second. I'm going to convert this to string now, because level is not the integer, not possible. Okay, let's do this. I'm very sleepy now. Okay, to string. That's it. Now it's been converted. And what else we need here? Okay, so we want when, you know, the value has decremented until the 0, we want the, you know, the countdown timer to stop. For that, we can do this way. Let's put it if, sorry, the second. If second is less, as long as it is less than 0, it's going to be decremented. It's going to be, I mean, you know, subtracted. As long as it is less than 0. And right now it is less than 0. So 10 is less than 0. Sorry. I'm doing wrong here. I'm so sorry, my mistake. Okay. Right. Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, now when the seconds become less than 0, or when it becomes equals to a 0, then only this will work. Now let's make it I become very stupid right now here. I'm too sleepy. And what the heck is this? Syntax error? Wait. How does it have syntax error? Keyframe one bracket here. I need one bracket. And I think there should be only one bracket. There's not be two bracket. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, then now we have just done, and we need to play the time. Now, one more thing. It's not just over here yet. We need to play the timeline. Okay. Now let's play the timeline. You can choose any one of them. It's all the same. Choose this one for now. Now without this play, the timeline will not play at all. Alright, setting up is not done. We need to make play the timeline as well at the end of it, and therefore I'm taking this. Okay, now let's see what happened. Okay, sorry guys, it's not happening. Okay, let me just make it. What's happening now? Where is the... okay, right, my mistake. Now, this part is done. Guys, don't get confused here, okay? I'm sure you guys are confused now. What the heck I'm doing here? I know what you guys are thinking right now. Okay, just missing one part, and then it's done. Now we need to bind. I told you before that I'm going to bind with the keyframe with the timeline. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so yeah, let's put the keyframe. See, this is a method that we need to bind the keyframe. Sorry, and add. We just got one object, that's a frame, right, guys? And now this is how it's going to work. Shit, it's not working. What? What's wrong with it? It should work. Okay, what's happening here? Let me just check it. Do timer. Wait, I'm very sleepy here. Okay. Oh yes. I just missed something so bad. Right. Set scene. Scene builder. We need this. I hope you guys know this. I'm not going to explain this to you guys now. Okay. So we are taking layout, put in here. Let's give it 300 horizontal and 70 would do, I guess. And I just want to color it the background of the scene as well. So let's color it black. Okay. No, I hate that. Black. Okay, I'm taking black now. Alright, this is not going to... Okay, let's make this orange. Okay, that's perfect. And we need to import the package. Guys, I'm going a bit quicker now, a bit fast. I'm sorry guys, but I hope you guys understand. It's very simple stuff. No, it's not needed to be complicated. Just take it easy, learn everything. Okay, what's happening? Okay, see? Alright, well, it's not blackening. Okay, I just removed the group. The layout, this H box cannot be painted. It doesn't affect with the color, so let's group the shape list I've told you. Let's put it here. Right. Let's put root. Okay. Look, we're gonna bind it here, just like we did with the layout, with the H box. Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. All right, now let's check it again. All right, see, we got it. So see, the time is counting down now. It's going down. At 0, we'll stop. Okay, perfect. Now we want this to, okay, something needs to be changed a bit. Set layout next. Okay, let's make it 40. Okay, let's see with that. It's going to center, right? Okay, perfect. Now 40 is too much. Let's make it 20. That's all right. And one more thing here, I'd like to add. Okay, perfect. Now when the time stop, when when the value turns 0, we just like to give. Let's give the alert box, right? For that, let's do this way. When the seconds become 0, the time is going to stop, and when you stop that, it's going to alert us. I'm going to call the alert now. Alert new. Yes, you need to remember this. Okay. Right. Let's get it. Information. You can choose any one of them. The error kind of alert, what kind of alert you like to choose. You try one by one if you're not understanding, but for now I'll choose just the just the information. Guys, I'm very sleepy. I can't stays anymore. Okay, alert now. Set header. I'm gonna choose this. You can choose anything you like here. What kind of set? You can choose the dialog pane and all that. I'm going to choose the header one. I like it. Countdown. Countdown times. Reset do. Do 0. Okay, guys. Yes, perfect. Now for this, we need to call shows method. That's it. It's done now. And see, it's working right now. When it turns 0, you'll notice something. See, this is the alert box. Okay, guys. Right, thank you guys for watching this videos. I'm so sorry, I'm very sleepy right now here. It's 3:53 a.m. Okay, it took 20 minutes to complete this videos. I start by 3:30. Alright, and the next time I'm going to show you how to create a time, digital time in the next videos, and many more to come as well, guys. And you guys can practice it one by one, and try to practice every day, each day. If you don't understand all the syntax that I use, please use Google. Go to Google, search for it, you'll understand it, and come back here and do it once again. And thank you, and good night, guys.